Big Liverpool updates ahead of Forest clash. Wirtz and Szoboszlai decisions have been made. Trent's Real Madrid drama is heating up, and Milner breaks another record. Plus, Emile Heskey speaks on Arne Slot's future. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool news, lineup updates, and match details. And don't forget to subscribe for daily LFC content. Liverpool lineups for Nottingham Forest as Florian Wirtz and Dominik. Szoboszlai decisions made the Echo's Liverpool writers pick their teams for Sunday's trip to Nottingham Forest. Liverpool continue their pursuit of Champions League qualification when they are entertained by Nottingham Forest on Sunday afternoon. Arne Slot is yet to win against Forest his 3 tries as Reds boss, and the hosts will have new manager Vitor Pereira in charge for his first Premier League match, having succeeded Sean Dyche to become their 4th coach of the campaign. The Echo, as always, will be on the road with the Premier League champions and at the City Ground to provide our comprehensive matchday coverage. And as part of the build-up to this fixture, our Reds writers Paul Gorst and Ian Doyle have picked their lineups. Paul Gorst, having shown what he could do once more as a midfielder against Brighton last weekend, this is not the game for Dominik Szoboszlai to be shunted in at right back. The hungry captain moves into the engine room for me, and Joe Gomez returns to the side for a more circular peg in that round hole on the right side of the defense. Szoboszlai partners a returning Ryan Gravenberch, who should have a spring in his step, having sat out that one over the Seagulls last week. Curtis Jones and Alexis Mac Allister can wait in the wings as high-quality reserves on the bench. Further forward, Florian Wirtz can occupy the number 10 role, and Cody Gakpo and Mohamed Salah can flank the Germany international on the left and the right, respectively. Hugo Ekitike leads the line, having missed most of the game last week. The France international, hopefully, should be fully recharged and ready to go once more. This is Liverpool's first game in 8 days, whereas Forest were in Turkey on Thursday night. They have to make that count. Ian Doyle. Nottingham Forest is rarely the most agreeable of venues for Liverpool, and it won't be any more accommodating on Sunday with the home side entering a new era following the sacking of Sean Dyche and appointment of Vitor Pereira in charge. There is scope for a bit of change with some players having been rested last weekend, but there won't be any messing about in goal, which remains Alisson Becker. Milos Kerkez can continue at left back, with Ibrahima Kane partnering skipper Virgil van Dijk at center back. And this game calls for Joe Gomez at right back for a bit of defensive solidity. In midfield, Ryan Gravenberch can be reunited with Alexis Mac Allister in the double pivot. And I'd have Dominik Szoboszlai as a number 10. That means Florian Wirtz is pushed out to the left flank, with Mohamed Salah on the right, and Hugo Ekitike returning down the center at MY team. For -2-3-1 Alisson, Gomez, Kane, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Gravenberch, Mac Allister, Salah, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Ekitike. What channel is Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool on? TV, streaming, and kickoff for Liverpool will be looking to make it 3 wins on the spin in the Premier League as they face a Nottingham Forest side now under Vitor Pereira. All you need to know as Liverpool face Nottingham Forest in the Premier League match details and kickoff time. The game is scheduled for Sunday, February 22nd at the City Ground. The match will kick off at 2 p.m. UK time. TV channel. Live coverage will be broadcast on Sky Sports main event. Fans can also catch the action on Sky Sports Ultra HDR. Live stream. Sky Sports customers can stream the match via the Sky Go app on supported devices as part of their subscription. Non-Sky subscribers can watch via Now. Highlights. Fans can watch free highlights on the Sky Sports app and YouTube channel starting from 5:15 p.m. Highlights will also be on Match of the Day on BBC One at 10:30 p.m. UK time. Liverpool team news. The Reds will be without fullback Jeremy Frimpong for clash. Liverpool are also without long-term absentees Alexander Isak, Giovanni Leone, Connor Bradley, and Wataru Endo. Nottingham Forest team news. Forest will be without Chris Wood, goalkeeper John Victor, Matt Sells, and Willie Boley. Murillo is also a doubt, as is Nicolo Savona. Context. The game will mark the first home league game for Forest's new head coach, Vitor Pereira, following the departure of Sean Dyche. Liverpool are looking to build on their solid run of form and can ill afford more drop points in their pursuit of Champions League football. Trent Alexander-Arnold's Liverpool regret Anfield return and problems at Real Madrid. Trent Alexander-Arnold hasn't had the season he would have hoped for after departing Liverpool for Real Madrid last summer. Trent Alexander-Arnold's departure from Liverpool last summer was one of the more contentious farewells in the annals of the Premier League. Alexander-Arnold, 26, left Anfield for Real Madrid, having won 2 Premier League titles, a Champions League, FA Cup, 2 League Cups, Club World Cup, and UEFA Super Cup. Yet sections of the Anfield faithful mercilessly booed the gifted right-back shortly after he had made his intentions to leave the club public after months of speculation. The player's ongoing silence amid strong rumors prior to his stunning announcement was perhaps not forgotten in haste. Madrid ultimately paid £10 million to Liverpool to secure Alexander-Arnold at the start of last summer. Yet his dream move to the Spanish capital has been underwhelming so far. From Alexander-Arnold's comments upon leaving Liverpool, the fans' reaction as he came back to Anfield with Madrid, and his struggles for his new club, Mirror Football takes a look at how his last few months have unfolded. Alexander-Arnold's regret. Upon leaving Liverpool, Alexander-Arnold revealed that he was empathetic to those supporters who failed to see his reasoning for leaving his boyhood side. His statement was tinged with regret, acknowledging his exit would cause waves of anger and disappointment. I completely understand the feelings that go with that, leaving Liverpool, and I've felt it myself, so I completely understand that the news will disappoint a lot of people, will anger people, it will make them upset, he said after making his decision to join Madrid. Obviously, that went into the decision as well. It's something you don't want to do. You don't want to ever have these moments where you feel like you're letting a lot of people down, you're disappointing a lot of people. But I've had to make a decision for me. It's as simple as that. I know the news will take a bit of time to set in, and people won't be happy, and they'll be disappointed. At the end of the day, you can be angry and hurt at me, but I just hope that the lads, the rest of the team, the staff, everyone else is able to feel how good a season this has been. Anfield return. Alexander-Arnold perhaps didn't foresee that he would return to his boyhood club so quickly. Liverpool hosted Madrid in the Champions League in November, just months after he left, and the reception was perhaps all too predictable. The fullback began the night on the bench for Los Blancos. Shortly after Liverpool had taken a 1-0 lead, the crowd was in full flow, and they further exercised their vocal cords when Alexander-Arnold came off the bench with 10 minutes remaining. The former Anfield hero was largely greeted by boos as he made his way onto the pitch. Fans then made a point of singing about club legend Steven Gerrard and Alexander-Arnold's replacement at right back, Connor Bradley, in a dig to their former favorite. Real Madrid struggles. While Alexander-Arnold's transfer has generated headlines, his performances on the pitch have been less spectacular. The right back had to contend with a rapid managerial change after bedding into his new surroundings, with Xabi Alonso ruthlessly replaced by Alvaro Arbeloa just 6 months into the job on the pitch. Alexander-Arnold has rotated with Danny Carvajal for the right-back berth. In September, just weeks into his Madrid career, the English international suffered a major blow when he was sidelined for around 6 weeks through injury. Spanish media have also been critical of his performances too, with Marca describing him as clueless and insubstantial. In December, he was forced off the pitch with injury again, during what was his best performance with club against Athletic Club, a match in which he gained his first La Liga assist. Rumors were rife that Alexander-Arnold had even been told to seek out a new club this summer, with Manchester City and Bayern Munich thought to be interested. But those claims have subsequently been shut down. After his first start for over 2 months last weekend, where he registered an assist in the 4-1 win over Real Sociedad, Arbeloa claimed Alexander-Arnold's future was, in fact, bright. Working with Alexander-Arnold, he strikes me as a very intelligent guy who understands the game very well and quickly grasps what we want from him, Arbeloa told reporters after Saturday's game. He's not the typical fullback who's always going to be out wide. He can also play centrally. We want players to be able to interchange positions. We're lucky to have a player like that. It remains a campaign he'll likely want to put behind him, but remaining injury-free and continuing to impress Arbeloa will add some gloss to it. Whether it'll be enough to make Thomas Tuchel's World Cup squad is another matter, though. James Milner makes feelings clear on retiring as Liverpool icon breaks record. Former Liverpool midfielder James Milner has broken the Premier League appearance record with his 654th game for Brighton, surpassing Gareth Barry, and the 40-year-old has hinted he is not ready to retire just yet. James Milner has hinted that hanging up his boots isn't in his immediate plans after setting a new record for the most Premier League appearances. The former Liverpool and Manchester City ace was in the starting lineup for Brighton during the team's 2-0 victory over Brentford on Saturday. This marked his 654th match in the competition, breaking the record held by his former City colleague Gareth Barry. Now age 40, Milner was quizzed about what had contributed to his enduring career. The Reds icon said, "It's the drive and hunger. You want to be the best every day. Whether it's game or training, I'm surrounded by a lot of young lads. I want to contribute to their careers, push them, and help them get to the highest level as quick as possible. That's what I'm here to do. I feel like I can still contribute minutes. I've been a bit frustrated this year. Maybe not getting the minutes. But it's a fine balance because, of course, we have to develop players as well, and we want to win." Milner will soon need to make a decision regarding his future. The season pro's contract expires at the end of the season, but it seems he is not contemplating retirement just yet, he added. "Hopefully I've proved the last few games that I can still contribute on the pitch. I'm delighted to be part of it in the dressing room. It's full of incredible characters and very good players, and a good up-and-coming manager. Things change quickly in football. When you get older, things can change quickly. With the injury I had last season, I couldn't lift my foot for 6 months. I'll keep pushing. Let's see where that takes us." Milner received numerous tributes ahead of stepping onto the pitch for Brighton. Former Liverpool colleague Jordan Henderson was among those offering praise. Henderson remarked, "I was very lucky to have Millie as my vice-captain at Liverpool, although I didn't see him as that. I saw us as a pair of captains. He helped me tremendously, not only on the pitch, but off it, too. We had a really good professional relationship. We called it good cop, bad cop. I'll let you work out which one was which. We also had a great friendship off the field. Our wives are still close and speak a lot." Milner launched his career at Leeds before featuring for Newcastle, Aston Villa, City, and Liverpool in the top flight prior to joining Brighton in 2023. Throughout his career, he has also accumulated 61 England caps, with his most recent appearance coming in 2016. Emile Heskey makes his feelings clear on Arne Slot keeping his job at Liverpool. Emile Heskey expects Arne Slot to remain as Liverpool manager next season despite inconsistency, but warns the Reds must avoid prioritizing European competition over Premier League form. Emile Heskey says he anticipates Arne Slot will continue as Liverpool's head coach at the beginning of next season. However, the former Reds forward has emphasized the significance of Champions League qualification as the team approaches the final dozen games of the campaign, beginning with Nottingham Forest on Sunday. The Reds are 6th in the Premier League table, 3 points behind Chelsea in 4th and Manchester United in 5th. Liverpool has played the same number of games as United, 26, but Chelsea has played one more. Slot's players have lacked consistency this term, suffering 8 defeats thus far, twice as many as they endured last season during their title-winning campaign. But Heskey, who netted 22 goals for Gerard Hollier's side as they claimed the UEFA Cup, FA Cup, and League Cup 25 years ago, reckons Slot will stay in post for next term, which will be the third and final year of the contract he signed in the summer of 2024. A Champions League spot is a big for Liverpool and Arne Slot this season, Heskey told OLBG. It's a tough one because when you look at what they did last season, to then go and buy all the players they bought, ideally you want everyone to hit the ground running to look fantastic. We've seen little snippets, but you need consistency, and that's what the things they haven't shown as opposed to what they showed last season. But other than these little snippets from certain players, once they get up and running, once they get that consistency going again, then I think Slot can be judged on the job he's doing. This season has been a roller coaster, so you can't just judge him on this season, so I'd still expect Slot to be in that hot seat next season. Heskey, who turned out 223 times for the Reds during his 5 years on Merseyside, added, "If anything, it's between Liverpool and Newcastle because of the inconsistencies for Champions League spot. I don't think Liverpool had a consistency to really put themselves over the line, but they've still got a chance. If they win the Champions League, they are still in it for next season. So there's that opportunity that we say that. And then we'd still complain. I would want them to prioritize the Champions League, to be honest, because you just never know. You see it at the end of the season. Every season, people slip up all the time. So if you can get that momentum in the league, then you've done everything you can then, haven't you? I'd rather they keep pushing in the league than putting all their eggs in that basket in case it might not come off.